Yo, let's go. Anyways, welcome everybody. Also, I'm probably gonna put this first part on YouTube, so what's up YouTube? Make sure you subscribe and also follow me on Twitch at TommyPQM. Also follow me on Twitter, all that stuff. Anyways, how we doing today? Today's pre-patch. Had to leave the game open for hours. Man, not hours. Man, it was a couple hours. A lot of people come into my streams, and I always want to play World of Warcraft because I'm low-key addicted to World of Warcraft. That's neither here nor there. I've spent way more time playing World of Warcraft than any human probably needs to. So I know a lot about the game. And a lot of people come in and they're like, yo, Tom, I don't understand what's going on. Like, this shit's confusing. They look at the UI, they look at how everything's set up, and they're like, I don't understand what is going on. So, today, what I decided is, since I want people to enjoy me playing World of Warcraft, I'm going to give just like a general one-on-one so people can refer to it and they can understand what's going on when I'm playing the game. So first off, this is a character creation screen. 5 races per faction, that's new to the expansion, which this isn't even the full expansion, it's just a pre-patch, so it's like everything but the end game. The first 4 in each faction are what the original classic vanilla races were. So if you load up Classic for the first time, you've never played the game, in my experience what usually happens is you usually look at the Horde side and you're like, damn bro, like, this dude don't even got a jaw, this is a furry, this dude's got tusks, this dude is just scary looking, and you're like, you know what, maybe you're into that, but we're going based on like the most average, most plain, the overall generic like person who just loaded up World of Warcraft. They're gonna be looking at that and they're gonna be like, damn, like, I don't know, Horde looks pretty scary just looking at the first 4 races from Classic. Then you come over here and you're like, you know, okay, dwarves are pretty common in fantasy, you know, dwarves are pretty cool, you know, you can see them in like Lord of the Rings, D&D, all that stuff, you know, they're pretty badass. You know, you usually have like a dwarf hunter where it's just like you see this, I mean, this guy doesn't have a gun or anything, but usually have like a gun. They're like, you know, really grizzled and just like, you know, manly. But like, maybe that's not you. Maybe you don't identify with that. Then you look at the gnomes, and if you see a gnome and you're like, I want to play that unironically, you want to play this unironically, I would go and see a doctor. Then you'll go to a night elf and you'll be like, damn, this dude's jacked, he's tall, you know, but I don't know if I want to play him. Then you'll, you know, some might switch to female and be like, oh, booba. Most generally what you'll see happen with Classic is people will come in and they'll be like, I want to play a human because that's the race I identify with the most. I have like the strongest emotional connection. Like, I'm just not invested enough in the world for all these other races to appeal to me. So you're like, all right, cool. And then you got your classes. You know, you got your priest, and if you are not playing with people who know a lot about the game, you might be like, oh, human priest, sounds cool. Don't do that. It's literally like the worst class race combination in the game. You know, you can be a mage. You know, if you watch Castlevania, Sypha, she's a mage. So as you can guess, mages are really overpowered. The only downside is you're wearing a dress, don't have much protection. You got some crazy DPS, but your protection, survivability, not that great. Rogues are usually about as good as the player. So if you're first starting out, you're probably not going to want to play a rogue. Warlock, basically a mage, except you can summon minions. You're basically like the closest thing to a necromancer you can get in the game. So it's basically like a mage, but with necromagic, fel magic, like evil magic, dark magic, whatever. Then you have paladins. If you play a paladin, you're a loser, bro. Like, the only people who play paladins are people who are losers in real life. So most likely people tend to go in, they play a human warrior. Warrior isn't that hard for like the first like 10 levels or so, then it gets really difficult, and then there's kind of a learning curve. But, you know, it's a very rewarding class to play. But I'm ignoring the Burning Crusade races. So you got Draenei. I've heard them pronounced many times. I've always pronounced them Draenei, so that's how I'm gonna pronounce it. These are just big space cows. Maybe that appeals to you, maybe not. But since Burning Crusade, the most appealing class to people, or most appealing race to people, is Blood Elves, because Blood Elves, you know, this dude's face is kind of crazy, but like, you know, basically these dudes just look like anime characters, really. So it's like, you know, of course this is what appeals to people. So we're gonna make a Blood Elf since this is the new Horde race. I usually play Horde. Because for me personally, I'm just like, you know, the Horde is just the cooler faction. Like, they're the people, all these races, like, look at them. You think that these homies can catch a break? I keep looking over here because this is where my phone is. The camera's here. You think these homies can catch a break? This dude's a furry. These homies got tusks. Undead may or may not even have a jaw, bro. So, like, I understand they're down bad. The Horde is down bad, so I identify with that. And Blood Elves long ago were exiled High Elves, blah blah blah. Basically, all you need to know, Blood Elves used to be like friends with the Alliance, and then they were like, nah. Like, the Alliance were like flaky friends that just like, you know, like the Blood Elves would be like, oh my god, we're being genocided, and the Alliance were like, y'all hear something? Let's go with the bleached, crazy bleach stuff. What kind of beards do they have? Not much. That's probably the best looking one. And then for the classes, you got Hunter. Hunter is, you know, whatever. And then, like, basically kind of the same as the humans are in that, you know, casters, rogue. This is, at least at this point in the game, are the only races where you cannot be a warrior. They can be a paladin. They're the first Horde race to be able to be a paladin. Shaman used to be exclusive to Horde. And then, once Strana got added to the game, then they could be shamans too. Honestly, we're gonna... If you play a paladin, you're a loser, bro. The only people who play paladins are people who are losers in real life. Obviously, we're gonna play paladin. Oh yeah, hold on, wait. I just realized, can't even see it. Can't even see the classes, bro. Whoops, that was my L. But yeah, we're gonna be a paladin. So then you have to name it. So, like, part of the game with naming your character, so you gotta remember, there's a lot of people who play World of Warcraft. There can't be duplicate names. So if I want to name it something, you know, kind of generic, like a Vulcan, name is unavailable. Or if I name it something like Jeffrey, name is unavailable. So you gotta be a little bit creative. You gotta kind of think outside the box. Usually what I think is, I either think of some random gibberish, or I think of like a quote. I didn't actually think of anything beforehand, so alright then. And then once you log in for the first time on a character, it'll give you like a quick a narration panning over the world to just explain the lore of your character, of like the race of your character rather. Basically what you're seeing here is basically like the Lich King came through and was like, yeah, fuck y'all. But if you don't want to sit through this, there's a very easy thing you can do. It's called escape. And as you can see, like I said, most popular race in the game. Okay, let me just... Okay, good. Before we get into it, I just want to explain the UI a little bit. My cam is covering up the chat box. The chat box is where you talk to people in the game. You can use voice chat, but no one uses voice chat. You just go on Discord and you talk through there. How can you not trust WoW chat? Because literally, this is WoW Classic. This is like, these are the sweatiest, like, incel gamers. I know I'm not supposed to say incel on here, but I don't give a fuck. These are like the sweatiest incel gamers. I've reported people for saying the hard R, and Blizzard got back to me like, bro, we don't give a fuck. So, like, I don't trust their chat whatsoever. The default here. So first thing you got is you got your attack. You can see over in the... This is virtually useless. The reason this is useless is because what it does is... Oh my god, the names are cursed and... Okay, let me find an enemy real quick to demonstrate why this is useless. Of course, there are a lot of people playing, so it's very difficult to even find one. Okay, so you can go up, press 1, and then you start attacking, right? Then, if you're a paladin, the thing about paladins, here's why paladins are so broken. You're basically like a warrior, but you can heal yourself. So up here, you see my health just went up. So, oh shit, I forgot I have to do that. You have, okay, basically for when you log into a character for the first time, you have to go into here and you pick interface, pick auto loot, so when you loot something, after you kill it, it'll just automatically give you everything that's on it instead of having to go through and click like I just had to. Then you also want to do action bars. These will just give you extra space to like click on abilities and stuff. Like, for example, you can put your Hearthstone up here. This will return you to wherever you have set to home. It's easy for a quick travel. Paladin was the shit back in the day unless you had shit healer in a dungeon that says You can heal yourself. What the fuck? No, I'm here to kill you. Heal. Bro, I had that happen once. I was a prot paladin. I had to keep healing because the healer sucked. So last time I walked up, I targeted it and pressed 1. But you can also just right click it. So this action here is completely useless. You don't need it. They automatically set your food and water here. Food and water brings back mana and health. I usually just take it off the toolbar completely. As a Final Fantasy player, I feel really thrown off. Are Paladins and WoW also tanks? Yes, they can be tanks or DPS or healers. They can be all three. Usually when I start out on a new character, I look through and I see what actually gives me armor. So like this shirt doesn't give me any armor, so I just take it off. You can shift click and look at the stats. See what I have right now is 2 armor, so I just switch around. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna go and sell this stuff real quick. You can go and find a vendor. Also, mini map up here, pretty self-explanatory. And so like, I didn't explain this yet. Oh yeah, you have to repair your gear and shit. I didn't explain this yet, but basically like this toolbar here, the numbers on your keyboard correspond to the toolbar. You can also bind your action bar, but I usually just click it anyways because like if I have the stuff that I absolutely need on my toolbar, it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, I didn't even explain getting quests. Once I get to the next quest, I'll explain that. I stayed up till 1 o'clock waiting for this shit to drop yesterday, just for Blizzard to be like, you know what, we're gonna do it at 5 a.m. You know, like pre-patch was supposed to drop yesterday and they were like, you know, fuck it, dude. Bro, why are you running away? Oh, someone else got Fred, I think. Also, something that's weird is in retail, like credit for kills for people who aren't in a party with you is just like universal. So like I click on that, she already attacked it, like she already tagged it, so it's grayed out, meaning if I killed it, I wouldn't get anything for it. I wouldn't get any loot, I wouldn't get any experience or anything. But that's not a thing in retail. You can just kill whatever even if other people are attacking it. On the other side of it, I can't justify $15 a month if they made it free to play. Maybe I get it, they can't without completely ruining the integrity of the game and its foundation. I mean, they've added a ton of microtransactions. They might as well just make it, because like here's the thing. When it comes to MMOs, you can usually do 2 out of 3. You can either make it pay to play, you can have a subscription, or you can have microtransactions, and you can pick like 2 out of 3. Blizzard said with WoW, we're gonna do all 3. So like what I'm doing right now for like these the question marks and stuff is I'm getting quests. Quests give rewards, they give XP. It's the most efficient way to level in Classic. The thing I love about the Blood Elf starting area is all the quest gear that you get just looks like your starting gear but a little bit different. ESO does it pretty good. It's been years since I played WoW, so I don't know the state of the game currently. Yeah, the state of the game for WoW is completely different now. It's that's part of the reason I play Classic. I mean, retail is fun and all, but it's like just like a it feels like just an express version of the original game. Like leveling is insanely fast. Everything is just very streamlined. And I think that for the most part, they really only care about the end game at this point, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh shit, I forgot to train. So the way this works, this isn't how it works in retail. In retail, as you level up, you just automatically get your abilities. So you don't have to worry about this. But in Classic, you gotta go in here, you gotta go to your trainer, you gotta pay to learn. Oh my god, this isn't. When do I get Judgment? I don't get that till level 4? That's crazy, bro. Anyways, so you gotta go to your trainer and pay to learn new abilities. So, alright, guess we're not gonna have a whole lot of abilities to work with until I get to level 4. That's crazy, bro. Alrighty then. All I know of current WoW is that players migrate to 14. You know what? That's true. That is a thing. Alright, turn in quests. Oh look, I finally got a shirt. Now I got a shirt, and look at that. It just looks like it looks the same as my starting shirt. Would you look at that? Okay, now we can actually get some actual attacks. Blessing of Might, increase attack power, blah 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 blah. All right, an actual attack. All right, there we go. Now we can actually do some damage. It's just a circle. It's a circle to see who's gonna get to kill the boss. You can see him he's stacked up bodies from all the respawn. Ah well. Well, they got him first.
Based.
We're gonna group up. Invite her, bro. Invite her, bro. Give her an invite. Give him an invite. Just invite everybody. Just get the whole shebang. Just run a train on this dude once he opens. There we go. Now we disband. Okay, so now, here's the fun part. Here's the coming of age. Now we are leaving this area. We are leaving the area. We're leaving this to go on to a new area. We're going from one area to a new area to show the progression of how our character has gotten stronger, how we have grown as a warrior, or in this case as a paladin. We have grown, we have leveled up, we have ascended the ranks, and now we are going to the next part. We're going to the next area. What is that? How did you die, bro? This is a starting zone. How did you die, bro? How'd you die? Homie, how do you die in the starting zone? Bro, if you're dying in the starting zone, you might as well just like go to Blizzard and ask for your money back at that point, bro. You might as well just like delete the game. You might as well just like go outside and get laid, bro. Like, World of Warcraft is not for you, bro.